Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative. And the other day, my sister over at Peacecraft Dolls with Tammy Pally, she tagged me in a video. And it had 7 different questions that she wants me to answer. And that's what this video is all about today. So for those of you who aren't familiar with tag videos, basically a YouTuber will tag somebody in a video and ask there's like 7 different questions, and typically they answer those questions too. And today that's what I'm going to do. I've got questions I'm going to answer, and then I'm going to tag a couple of people. So question number 1: what is the origin of my YouTube name? Well, actually, this is my second YouTube channel. My first YouTube channel is called Tappingflamingo, aka the Bohemian Hippie, and it's all about jewelry making. And I have a few other videos over there, some cruise experiences that I've had and other crafting, but it's mostly on making jewelry. And a couple of years ago, Tammy and I were thinking about doing a YouTube video, just the two of us. And we were trying to decide what we wanted that to be all about. We actually did a few videos and put them up there, and then we just didn't feel right about it for some reason. So it just sat there, and I forgot, I think we called it New Leaf. Was it New Leaf or was it something else? I can't remember. But it was not where we wanted to go. So fast forward a little bit of time, Tammy decided that she wanted to do a second channel, and it was all about books and things that she's been reading, and she is a writer, and so a little bit about that. And I kept thinking that I wanted to do another channel. Now, I didn't want to get rid of the one that we had put together quite yet. I thought, you know what, I'll just implement that into a video or a YouTube channel. And I toyed around with exactly what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted it to be crafting more than just jewelry making. I wanted it to be all about family. Some of it would be homeschool information. I wanted to put my travel stuff on there. And I was just trying to figure out how to make that all fit in. So I went ahead and I started doing videos. I did call it New Leaf. And it was in the thought of turning over a new leaf into something better. Well, it was just not still exactly what I wanted. So I had a collaboration challenge that I was hosting for the last few years on Tappingflamingo called Be Creative. And then I thought, you know what? That's what I need to name my new channel, is Be Creative, because that's really all it's about, is being creative. And so I started investigating on that name, and I found that other people had that name. I was like, oh. So I went with like Being Creative with Gaga's creative channel, all these different things. And it seemed like every time I came up with one that I really liked, somebody else had it. And so, you know what? I said, I am going to still use Be Creative, but I'll just put my name on it. And that's how Be Creative with Terry Jeanette came about. And on my channel, everything to do with creativity, from cooking to traveling, playing with the grandkids. Now, I don't readily have them on here a lot. I may have their hands or whatever like that. So you're not typically going to actually see my grandkids, but you'll probably hear them and see their hands doing little things. But homeschooling information, just whatever it takes to be creative, that's what you'll find on this channel, including my doll collection. And typically this tag me is mostly from the doll community. So that's where this came from. Okay, question number 2. What is a fear of yours? I actually have quite a few fears. But one that I've been struggling with a lot lately is getting older. I'm not afraid to get older. I'm not afraid of dying or anything like that. What I'm really afraid of is once both my husband and I are fully retired, what next? There's a lot of decisions that need to be made about that. It's like we live right now in northern Louisiana. Our house is paid for, but we don't want to be here forever. We are not from Louisiana. My husband's from Tennessee, and I am from Florida. And that actually presents a whole different problem in itself. He wants to retire to Tennessee, and you know what? We've got acreage. We got about 53 acres in Tennessee, and that would be a great place to retire. But I'm from Florida. We've never lived close to my family since we've been married, and I would like to be close to them. And it's a 12-hour drive from where he's from and where I'm from, so that's not close. So my fear is trying to figure out where we're going to be and then what we're going to be doing with our lives. And then making sure we have enough money to be able to live. That doesn't mean extravagantly, just to be able to meet our basic needs. Are we going to have enough money to do that? We still have a few years to figure that out, but you know what? It's going to be here before you know it. And so that is my biggest fear, is to try to figure that out. Oh, and to go along right with that, I don't want to outlive my husband. I'm about 8 months older than him. And as far as health goes, we're both in pretty good health. I may be in a little better health than he is right now. But for the most part, we're in pretty good health. But my fear, I don't want to outlive him. So anyway, we have a lot of decisions to make. And I need to come to grips that who knows what the future is going to hold for both of us. Question number 3. What are you good at? Any skills? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like I'm really that good at anything. So the question I'll be answering is, what am I best at? I am best at a couple things. Jewelry making, of course. It comes easy for me. The beads speak to me. And for the most part, whenever I'm getting ready to make something, it just comes together. I don't know, half the time, I don't know what I'm going to make at first. And it just all of a sudden comes together as I'm creating it. And I do believe that is a skill. Another skill that I have is dance. I love to dance. I grew up dancing. I actually studied dance when I was in college. My hope was to become a dance therapist, to actually use my dance in some type of therapy and helping others. It could be helping older people, or maybe somebody that's been in a car accident, or maybe somebody that's got some brain damage of some sort. Dance is such a good, not just physical activity, but it's great for your mental capability too. You've got to think about what you're doing. And I think it's really important that we move our bodies and we use our brain to do so. And I am grateful right now that I do have the opportunity to head to the senior center and help with their dancing up there. There's several line dance classes that I help teach, and I almost feel like that I am doing my dance therapy up at the senior center. Something else too, the third thing I'm going to address, is I play the mountain dulcimer. It has become very easy for me to learn. I don't read music, but as a dancer, I do feel rhythm, and playing the dulcimer came very easy for me because of that. And we have a group that meets up at the senior center once a week. We play out at gigs, and we're actually tomorrow getting ready to do our 3rd album. All right, number 4. What is your favorite movie, your favorite show, and what are you currently watching now? Well, this is a really easy one for me. I'm really not into TV or shows or movies. I'm not watching anything right now. I find that quite boring. Every once in a while, I might like to watch maybe The Masked Singer or some silly show like that. But I don't have anything I'm currently watching, and I haven't for some time. As far as a show, I don't really have a favorite show. Movie, you know what? I really like Patrick Swayze. And Ghost, I'd have to say that's probably one of my favorite movies. Number 5. Which is your favorite doll? Okay, hands down, the Blythe doll. Growing up, my sisters and I played dolls a lot. In fact, my friend, her name is Melissa, we used to play dolls a lot. Even when we were older, we used to sneak our dolls in grocery bags. She lived about 8 houses down from me, and we would pack up our dolls in the grocery bag and we'd ride our bikes down to each other's house and we'd play dolls. Even when we were like 10, 11, 12, I've always liked dolls. As an adult, though, I didn't really get into doll collecting until a few years ago, and I'll get into that on a later date. But my sister Tammy Pally actually got me interested in the Blythe doll, and it's just something about them I really like. They're just very different, and they're very cute. And I love to take the pictures with the Blythe dolls. All right, so what is your favorite store, BJD or otherwise? You know, as a new doll collector, I'm not really for sure what that means, and I'm going to have to look that up. As far as my favorite store, does that mean favorite store to buy my dolls or favorite store to shop? I like to shop at Bells of Florida. That's Bells of Florida. That's not just any Bells, but when I go home to Florida to visit with my family, we always go to Bells, and almost all of my clothes come from Bells of Florida. It's very tropical, kind of cruise casual type stuff, and that's where I like to shop. As far as for the dolls, I have one real Blythe doll that was given to me as a gift, but all the rest of mine are the fakies. I know some of you are like, oh, why do you have fakies? I have fakies because I can have more of them, and I can actually do things with them and take them on trips, and I don't have to worry about ruining a multi-$100 doll. I can bring them and be very at ease if something happened. It still would be sad, but it wouldn't be as sad as if it was a $300 or more doll. So the BJD means a ball jointed doll. Now that have nothing necessarily, or nothing, it really has nothing to do with Blythe dolls. I looked it up and I actually asked my sister about it. And BJD dolls are very high-end dolls. Like I said, they're ball jointed dolls, but they are made of resin, and they're very pricey. I don't have a BJD doll, nor will I probably ever have a BJD doll. I really don't care to have a BJD doll. I like the Blythe dolls because I can do fun stuff with them. I can dress them, make jewelry for them. Someday, if I wanted to start customizing, I feel comfortable customizing them. I've done a little bit of customization with the help of my sister, not a whole lot. But they're fun to do stuff with and take with you on trips and pose them for pictures. I like to do photo shoots with them and all. So BJD, nah, not for me. The dolls that I collect are ones that I can actually handle and play with a lot. All right, next question. And this is the last question, number 7. What is your clothing style for you and your dolls? That is so easy. I've sort of addressed this already. I do like the beach cruise casual look. I love boho. Beach boho is probably my most favorite way to dress and to dress my dolls. Anyway, those are the 7 questions that I have been asked by Tammy Pally of Peacecraft Dolls. Go check out her channel and see what the answers to those questions are for her. And then I'm going to tag 2 people. So hopefully they will answer these questions and you can go check them out. I will leave links to both of those and my sister's channel down in the description box below. And so who am I tagging? First person I'm going to tag is Marna from Dolls Rescued. And then the second person is Karen from Starches and Stitches. I don't believe she's done this one, but those are the 2 that I am tagging. So I hope you go check out their channels. And you know what? If you want to answer these questions, I would love for you to. Make sure you tag me though, so I can go and watch your video. If you don't have a YouTube channel where you can do a video on this, just answer the questions down in the comments section below. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for joining me. I do want to say I'm sorry for all the lighting and the shadows. I have a really hard time with my lighting sometimes. Hopefully I can get that remedied here, I don't know, the next few months. If you got any tips on that, let me know. Anyway, y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative signing out for now. Bye-bye.